What is a pirate's favorite news station? NPR. I'm trying something new today. It's called a Commuter review. So I'm going to review a game during my commute to work. I'm on Interstate 75 in Dallas, and traffic's actually not that bad because I'm running a little behind. It's almost 10 o'clock. Actually, it's 3 minutes away from 10. It's a little gloomy. It's 45 degrees, and that is cold for us Texans. But this morning, I'm going to talk about Silver and Gold from Pandasaurus. Thanks, Pandasaurus, for the review copy. I've been enjoying it, and I want to talk about it right now. So, Silver and Gold, it's almost what I would consider to be a roll and write game, except there's no rolling. It's just cards, and so if you have roll and write fatigue, or you just like the idea of roll and write but you want something different, this is great. I mean, lots of people have roll and write fatigue, myself included. Not that they're bad games, but does every game have to have a roll and write version? No, that's the answer. So, Silver and Gold, this is designed by Phil Walker Harding. Philip Walker Harding. If you're a Family Guy fan, you'll get the joke. He says, oh, never mind, it's not important. So the way the game works is there's this deck of expedition cards, and everybody else has 2 treasure cards out in front of them. Everybody's got a nice marker to write on their cards with, and whoever's leading the round will flip over an expedition card. And that expedition card has shapes, polyomino shapes, Tetris-like shapes, that everybody else will then choose on their treasure cards how they want to cross off boxes in that formation. You can do it reverse, 180, mirror, whatever, but you have to keep the shape all on one card. And as you cross off boxes on your cards, you may cross off little symbols on there, like a coin, or an X, or a palm tree, and each of those symbols does various things to help you gain points. And so you go through 4 rounds, and at the end of the game, you tally your points based on how efficient you were at crossing off your boxes. Each of the treasure cards are worth points. You get points for your coins, for the number of palm trees you've received, and other bonuses like that. It's very quick. I was able to play it over lunch at work, and we played it in 15 minutes. And I really enjoyed that, and I think all the people I played with at work appreciated that aspect as well. It's just nice to be able to get in a quick game over lunch that's fun, but also gets you to think a little bit. The artwork is great, nice to look at. I love the idea. The theme actually works. You know, you get this expedition card, you have your treasure card. It's like, you know, think of it as a treasure map. You're marking off stuff, you're finding stuff on your cards. I've found that I've really grown to love these polyomino games, so I like the Uwe Rosenberg games like Indian Summer or Spring Meadow. It also actually reminds me a little bit of Rome, one of the newest games from Red Raven Games, where you are crossing off, or not crossing off, but marking on your board the various polyomino shapes to discover things. So you can play this 2 to 4 players. I don't know if the player count actually makes too much of a difference. There is a little bit of player interaction. So one of the things that happens is you can get points based on how many palm trees are currently out on the table, and so, or on the cards of whoever's playing. And so of course, if you only have 2 people, that's fewer opportunities to get lots of points at one time. But then of course it scales down. You may not get as many points, but then you still have the same amount of opportunities to get points. So I think it works at all player counts. And each time you play, you can try out something different. Do you want to go for the coins? You know, you want to grab the cards that are only coins. Do you want to try to focus on trees? Do you just want to try to focus on the cards that are worth the most points? All kinds of things that you can try. And again, with it being so quick, you could easily do multiple games in a row. It's easy to teach, an easy concept, easy for people to grasp. One thing I really appreciate is the markers that they include in the game are very nice. And, you know, initially I thought, what, I'm writing on the cards? This is going to be hard to get off. But it's really not. you could in fact just use your finger to kind of wipe it off, and you really won't have any residue on your finger. Now I will suggest to go ahead and get some kind of cloth to wipe it off, just to make sure you get everything. There aren't any in the box, so take that for what you will. But I don't really have anything bad to say about Silver and Gold. It's very fun. I think it will be a hit with lots of various game groups. Great filler game, great introductory game, and great for all skill levels of gamers. So if you're looking for a game that kind of fits those boxes, checks off those boxes, I definitely highly recommend Silver and Gold. I love it. I guess you could say the game is worth its weight in silver and gold. Join me next time for another Commuter review, and hopefully I don't crash. Don't try this at home. You can't, because I'm on the road, but still, take safety precautions when you drive.